Okay, a very good morning to all of you. In my last lecture, I started with introduction to literary theory and criticism, and we talked about the the field of literary criticism. I told you what literary criticism is and what is its function. Then we went on talking about the role of critic, the origin of the word critic. In this lecture, I would like to talk about literary theory. After having talked about literary criticism, now we shall go ahead with the next part of our discussion, that is literary theory. Okay, so we understood what literary criticism is and what is the role of the critic. And my previous lectures are available in your Canvas page. The students who have joined Canvas, they must have come across certain videos, at the same time some notes on the topic in your Canvas page. And the students who have not joined the Canvas course set, please do join it. Fine, now we shall begin with our today's presentation, today's discussion. Our focus of discussion will be on literary theory. Okay, now having talked about literary criticism, wherein we understood that literary criticism is a kind of analysis, a kind of interpretation, or making a judgment of a literary work. And we also understood the important role of the critic in this particular process. Now we shall go ahead with literary theory. Now, what it is exactly? The title of your paper is Literary Criticism and Theory. So we got introduced to the first part, literary criticism, in the last lecture. What is literary theory then? So when we think about literary theory in a very basic way, we understand that a very basic way of thinking about literary theory is that these ideas act as different lenses critics use. Lenses means perspective, a different way of looking at something. Lens, you must have heard of lens, lens are put into eyes these days. So the critics adopt different way of looking at a literary work, an art, literature, culture, etc. So literary theory is all about these different lenses that the critics use to view and talk about art, literature, and culture, or any other field, politics or cinema, etc. Okay, so art is a very broad term. So you can think that literary theory is a very perception, a way of looking at a work of art, a work of literature, or any other form. Okay, so the critics adopt different lenses. They adopt different perspective. They have different way of looking at these things, and these different lenses enable the critics, allow the critics to consider, to think of the works of art with certain assumptions. Now, what is assumption? Are you familiar with the word assumption? Assumption means to take something for granted. Gruhit dharane. Okay, they have certain assumptions in their mind, and they consider works of art with this basis of assumptions. And based on that, we have different schools of literary theory. Okay, so we talk about what we call structuralism, we talk about modernism, we talk about postmodernism, we talk about classicism, we talk about romanticism, then neoclassicism. All these, isms are the different schools of theory. The critics have different way of looking at, let's say, a poem or a novel, a drama, a short story, or any other genre of literature, any other type of literature. They have different assumptions, different way of looking. And literary theory is all about this perception, these lenses. And these lenses also allow critics to focus on particular aspect of a work which they consider to be important. Okay, they focus on the plot, they focus on the characters, they focus on other aspects, the social, cultural dimension of the work. Means it is their assumption, it is their way of looking. Okay, uh, now I'll tell you one very famous statement from a book. Okay, it is a book, by Irish Murdoch, a novelist, a very famous novelist. In that book, the character makes a statement. Now, I expect you people to come up with the interpretation. Means I will tell you the statement, and you will judge. You will understand. Let's see what perception you have, what assumptions you have, and that will tell you what literary theory is. Okay, listen to me carefully now. Once, once I was blind. Once I was blind, now I can see. Once I was bound, now I am free. Okay, this is the statement. Shall I repeat it? Listen to it carefully. Once I was blind, now I can see. Once I was bound, now I am free. Can you tell me who is the speaker of this particular statement? Who can be the speaker? A male speaker or a female speaker? What can be the socio-cultural background of the speaker? Can anyone tell? Are you comfortable with? Please share your understanding. Can someone tell who can be the speaker of this particular statement? Can anyone try? Is it a female speaker or a male speaker? Just at least you can tell this. Once I was blind, now I can see. Once I was bound, now I am free. So who can be the speaker of this particular statement? If you understand this, it will be helpful to understand literary theory and the assumptions that the critics have while studying a piece of literature. So here your interpretation ability is required. अर्थ लावण्याची क्षमता पाहिजे. या वाक्याचा अर्थ आपण लावता आला पाहिजे आपल्याला. You should be able to interpret this sentence. You should be able to tell who can be the speaker. Of course, I'm not asking about the name of the character, etc. I'm asking you a very general question. हे जे वाक्य आहे, हे जे विधान आहे, त्या विधानाचं जी बोलणारी व्यक्ती आहे, विधान करणारी व्यक्ती आहे, ती कोण असू शकते? स्त्री आहे असेल की पुरुष असेल? That at least that much you should be able to tell. Yes, Prachi madam, you want to tell? You can unmute yourself if you want to tell. There is someone who has named differently. V Swar T Music. Please put your name here. Okay. Now there are multiple possibilities. There are multiple interpretations. It can be a female speaker, who is saying that once I could not see, once I was blind. Maybe means we can interpret if you are thinking from a traditional Indian society's point of view. Women in India were not allowed to take education, but after getting education, they started understanding the meaning of life. So it stands for the ignorance, and also they were bound to the traditional society. Now they are free from that bondage. ओके दोज सॅकल्स त्या साखळदंडातून आता मुक्त झालेले आहेत, असा एक अर्थ लावता येतो. हे झालं आपण कोणत्या पर्स्पेक्टिव्हनी पाहिलं पहा. वी सॉ फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू ऑफ इंडियन सोसायटी, इंडियन पॅट्रिआर्कल सोसायटी. अ वुमन इज सेइंग दॅट वन्स आय वॉज ब्लाइंड, कोणे एकेकाळी मी अंध होते. नाव आय कॅन सी, मीन्स आय एम एबल टू सी नाव. It is possible for me to see because of education. Okay, I have become aware of my rights. I have become aware of my freedom. So this is one of the interpretations. Now this interpretation is my interpretation. Means it is my assumption. But there can be other interpretations as well. Okay. आणखी काही अर्थ असू शकतात. आणि काय अर्थ असू शकतो पहा. सो यू मे थिंक दॅट इट इज अ स्लेव. गुलामगिरीच्या साखळदंडामध्ये अडकलेली व्यक्ती असेल. अ स्लेव इज मेकिंग अ स्टेटमेंट. अ स्लेव इज सेइंग दॅट वन्स आय वॉज अनेबल टू सी what is right and what is wrong, what are my rights. I was ignorant. Blindness stands for ignorance. Okay. And bound means I was, bound by traditions. I was bound by different customs. I was bound by different laws. But now, as I have become aware of, आता मला माझ्या हक्कांची जाणीव झालेली आहे, म्हणून मी आता पाहू शकतो, मी मुक्त झालेलो आहे. दिस इज हाऊ यू कॅन इंटरप्रिट फ्रॉम डिफरंट पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह. सो दिस इज व्हॉट. आता हे सगळं अर्थ आहे, हे सब्जेक्टिव्ह आहे. दिस इज अ सब्जेक्टिव्ह इंटरप्रिटेशन. व्यक्ती सापेक्ष म्हणतो आपण त्याला. म्हणजे आपलं दृष्टिकोन, लेन्सेस म्हटलं मी. अ क्रिटिक अडॉप्ट्स लेन्सेस, डिफरंट लेन्सेस, and a critic thinks from that perspective, and he focuses on particular aspects of a work. Okay, so this is how a literary theory is based on the perspective, the ideas related to the art, a work of literature. When we talk about modern literary criticism, okay, modern literary criticism is an act of interpretation, an act of analysis, an act of making judgment. So modern literary criticism is, helped, informed by literary theory. Okay, literary theory is a kind of assumption, a perspective, दृष्टिकोन आहे लिटररी थेअरी म्हणजे. त्या समीक्षकाने स्वीकारलेला दृष्टिकोन आहे. साहित्याकडे पाहण्याचा जो दृष्टिकोन आहे त्याच्या आधारे हा सिद्धांत तयार होतो. लिटररी थेअरीचा मराठी अर्थ आहे साहित्यिक सिद्धांत, लिटररी थेअरी. सो लिटररी थेअरी इज द फिलॉसॉफिकल डिस्कशन of the methods and goals of literary criticism. Okay, literary criticism is supported by literary theory. is informed by literary theory. Means we interpret, we analyze, and we come to the judgment regarding a particular work of art based on the literary theory. Literary theory is the philosophical discussion. Okay, it is a discussion related to the methods, related to the goals. For example, suppose if a critic is working with certain Marxist theories, suppose I am a critic or you are a critic, and you look at a piece of work, you look at literature from Marxist point of view, Marxism, मार्क्सिस्ट सिद्धांताच्या दृष्टिकोनातून जर आपण पाहू लागलो, the critic, she or he might focus on how the characters in a story interact based on their economic situation. Okay, this is how. Means if a critic is working with certain Marxist theories, the critic has a Marxist background, the critic might focus on how the characters in that story talk with each other, their conversation, their interaction is based on their economic situation. So they focus on this aspect. If a critic is working with a post-colonial theories, please mute yourself. कोणतरी unmute झालेलं आहे. Okay. If a critic is working with post-colonial theories, he or she might consider the same story. For example, Indians. If you look at a British work, we may consider the same story, but look at how characters from colonial powers, means British characters, French characters, American characters, treat characters from Africa, Asia, or Caribbean lands. Okay, so the characters from India, the characters from Africa, the characters from Caribbean islands, West Indies, etc., are the colonialized characters, and the characters from colonial powers. If you talk about E.M. Foster's Passage to India, so you will realize, means how they treat the Indian characters, how they treat the African characters, that will be the focus of discussion in that literary theory. So this is how modern literary criticism is informed by literary theory. Your background, your assumption, तुमची ग्रहितिके, तुमचा सिद्धांत कोणता आहे, त्या आधारे आपण त्या साहित्य कृतीकडे पाहत असतो. मी मगाशी केलेलं विधान त्यामुळेच होतं. आपण पाहिलं, एखादी स्त्री असेल तर स्त्रीच्या नजरेने पाहिलं तर आपल्याला वाटू शकतं की ते विधान एका स्त्रीने बोललं असेल. एखादा गुलामगिरीमध्ये सागरदंडामध्ये जखडलेली व्यक्ती असेल तर त्या व्यक्तीला वाटत असेल हे माझ्याबद्दल आहे. So this is subjective. Okay. Further, literary theory comes up with, proposes particular systematic approach to the study of literary text. Okay. With the help of literary theory, you can understand the literary text properly. So this theory imposes a particular line of intellectual reasoning to it. Now let's say, let's understand the example. If you adopt a psychoanalytic literary theory, मनोविज्ञान म्हणतो आपण, सायकोअनालिटिक म्हणजे मनोवैज्ञानिक शास्त्राच्या आधारे आपण एक सिद्धांत मांडलेला आहे समीक्षेचा, literary theories. Now we may take the help of psychological theories of Sigmund Freud, the German psychologist, or Carl Jung, okay, to understand a novel, for example, by Ernest Hemingway, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Means I'm giving an example. Or you can study Hamlet from that perspective. The psychoanalytical study of the character of Hamlet can be done by taking help of the theories of Sigmund Freud or Carl Jung. Both are psychologists. Okay, and we may adopt their theories to understand a literary work. So this is how literary theory helps literary criticism to understand a literary text from different philosophical point of view. Okay, now what is the difference between literary criticism and literary theory then? So we have already understood that literary criticism is the practice of interpreting, अर्थ लावण्याची प्रक्रिया आहे, and writing about literature. Okay, whereas literary theory, the latter means literary theory, takes efforts, strives to make sense of the world. Okay, it correlates it with the real world. So literary theory is the study of the principles. Okay, principles means here we can say tattva, which inform how critics make sense of literary works. Literary theory helps us how critics understand the literary work. So this is how we understand the difference between literary criticism and literary theory. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Now I shall just give me a minute. We shall stop the recording here.